Now this is the new 2021 Ducati Monster. It's been launched in India and today we're going to be taking out for a ride at the fastest place India has to offer, our very own Formula One circuit, the Budh International Circuit. And we're going to find out that after 28 years of existence, 3 generations and over 3.5 lakh units of the Monster being sold worldwide, what is the latest generation going to offer? Without any further ado, let's get to it. As is the case with any new motorcycle, the first impression is made by the way it looks, and the new Monster looks different. Now what has really changed in terms of the presence of the motorcycle is that it might have the same outline of the motorcycle, but gone is the big, chunky, muscular fuel tank that the Monster series has always got, because now the fuel tank capacity has gone down to 14 liters. What's also gone is the iconic red trellis frame that you would usually see here on Ducati Monster motorcycles, because now the new Monster takes inspiration from the Panigale V4 series and uses the engine as a stressed member in order to give it more capabilities. What Ducati has also done is that they have altered the rake and trail and the wheelbase and the ergonomics. All of those changes have been done to make this motorcycle feel more agile and more capable at corners. But the biggest ace in its card tricks is the fact that this is a lot lighter than before. And this weight reduction comes from optimization in several components all across the motorcycle, resulting in the new Monster being 18 kilos lighter. And mind you, this is while the Monster now has a bigger capacity engine and it is meeting the latest, stricter emission norms. Now, the motorcycle weighs in at just 166 kilos dry, making it one of the lightest bikes in the segment. Also, the Monster looks so compact that at first glance you may not realize that this is almost a liter class street naked motorcycle. And it is this compactness coupled with the lightweight that will make the Monster a confidence-inspiring option for those looking to step up to a bigger motorcycle. Additionally, Ducati has improved the turning radius as well, and it has a very narrow section between the fuel tank and the seats, which will give great control while making U-turns or while parking the bike. Lastly, the riding ergonomics have been altered too, and the bike feels a lot more comfortable than it may look. What also makes it stand out is that the motorcycle comes with integrated LED indicators that have a dynamic animation and are self-cancelling indicators, which is a nice touch. Other than that, the Monster is a Ducati, so you get very high levels of finish and quality as well. The Ducati Monster now comes with modern tech features as well, as it now gets a 4.3-inch TFT instrument cluster that gets the same display UI as the Ducati Panigale V4 series. Now, it gives you all the information that you really want, but there is a bit of a learning curve as to finding out what lies where. But once you do that, you'll find the entire setup quite convenient and quite helpful as well. And if you also opt for the optional Ducati multimedia system, you can pair your smartphone to the motorcycle and it will give you all the updates like your trip details, your riding style details, and so on and so forth. You get the idea. You can get connected tech with the Ducati Monster as well. But that's not it. It comes with several electronic rider aids as well in order to make it faster and safer as well. It gets things like a launch control on a Ducati Monster, but also things like wheelie control, lean sensitive ABS, lean sensitive traction control. It also now gets a quick shifter as standard, so you get the idea. Ducati Monster means business. Remember how all the changes make the Monster a friendly motorcycle for newbies? Well, all of those things come together to make the Monster, well, a monster on the racetrack. All that weight saving, the change in rider ergonomics, the change in geometry, the electronic rider aids, all of it comes together in one explosive package. The new frame design may make you miss the old trellis frame, but once you are pushing the bike hard, it makes the trellis frame, well, feel old. The Monster has an immense amount of feedback to the rider no matter what you're doing, and as a result, it will egg you on to go faster and attack that corner even harder. The 937cc twin-cylinder engine now packs more grunt no matter where you are at the RPM band. The 93 Nm torque output is one of the highest in the segment, and now it basically means you can be a gear higher than required and still be pulling ahead like a rocket. Then, the 111 horsepower output, which peaks past 10,000 RPM, is where the madness truly lies. Pull the engine all the way and then use the quick shifter, and you have an experience that you won't forget. Aiding the Monster's prowess is the Pirelli Diablo Rosso 3 tires, which make the world of a difference in giving feedback as well as a great performance even when the bike is completely leaned over. The throttle map is smooth and you can choose between 3 riding modes as well. However, we left it in sport mode throughout a ride. But here's the crazy part. You can go on and alter the traction control sensitivity, the ABS sensitivity, and also the level of wheelie control you want, giving you great control over how the bike behaves. You also have adjustable brake and clutch levers, and the wide handlebar gives great leverage when quickly changing directions. Lastly, the Brembo M432 brakes have great feedback as well and ample stopping power. So overall, the motorcycle is very friendly, forgiving, and yet confidence-inspiring to make you go faster. Once you do, you have a big safety net of electronics watching your back. If you're a fast rider, you will have a lot of fun with the Monster. On the other hand, if you are learning and are stepping up to your first big bike, the Monster is a rather friendly one.
So at the end of the day, I think the new Ducati Monster really strikes a great balance between being an everyday city motorcycle. Of course, we've not ridden it in the city, but the promise is there. And of course, a very capable track motorcycle, as we found out today. So what you're really paying is for Ducati levels of craftsmanship, the build quality, the premium finish, and of course, the Ducati badge on your motorcycle. So should you be going for it? If you want a bike that does it all, well, the Monster is something you should definitely consider.